The role and responsibilities of a municipal body does not end just by supplying the water for domestic or commercial needs. Much bigger challenge is to collect the generated wastewater, treat it, and either reuse it or discharge it appropriately. Hence, now I am going to discuss about the sanitation and municipal sewage collection system. The term sanitation is defined as the provision of services and facilities for safe disposal of human waste. All issues concerning public health conditions such as water supply, safe disposal of human waste, wastewater management, solid waste management, control of vector-borne diseases, domestic and personal hygiene comes under the ambit of sanitation. Under Millennium Development Goals and Sustainable Development Goals, both center and state government are compelled to ensure access to at least necessary sanitation facilities to every citizen across the nation. Most of the human activities result in production of waste, and a considerable amount of their waste end up as wastewater or sewage. Sewage is a mixture of harmful toxic chemicals, hence it requires proper collection, transportation and safe disposal away from societies. Parallel to the supply of potable water, sewage collection is another essential municipal body task. Once water is used, generated wastewater is typically discharged into a sewer system and treated in a sewage treatment plant before being discharged into a river, lake or sea, or reused for landscaping, irrigation or for industrial purposes. A municipal sewage collection network collects the wastewater or used water from the end users and transport it to the sewage treatment plant. Transported wastewater gets treated to some degree at the sewage treatment plant before returning to the natural environment. In most cities or habitats, the same sewage system is responsible for the collection of rainwater or stormwater. Hence, the naturally pure rainwater or relatively clean flood water mixes with the polluted water in the drains and become contaminated. Sewage system includes all physical structures required for collection, treatment and disposal of waste. In other words, discharged wastewater is collected in large sewage networks, transporting the waste from the site of production to the site of treatment, comprising sewage treatment networks. Sewage may contain three components: sanitary or domestic sewage, industrial waste and stormwater. Municipal waste is dominant form of wastewater produced by residents or communities and required to be removed from the communities. Private households generate between 50 to 400 liters of wastewater per day per person, depending on the region. The wastewater consists of grey water and black water. The wastewater which is produced in the kitchens after dishwashing and in bathrooms after showers and hand wash and washing the clothes and cleaning of home is called grey water. It is supplemented by runoff from roads, roofs and other paved areas following the rains. The wastewater which is generated from toilets or containing human waste is known as black water. Hence, grey water includes all the wastewater generated in households, office buildings without fecal contamination except wastewater from the toilets. This table explains various types of wastewater generated in the urban areas. Depending on its origin, wastewater can contain many dissolved and suspended contaminants, highly degradable organic materials, persistent organic materials, salt, heavy metals. Some of these materials are harmful to humans, animals and other water organisms. Some may contaminate surface water and some are corrosive. Several factors collectively determine the quantity and quality of wastewater. Amount and type of waste generated by communities are determined by social behavior, lifestyle and standards of living of residents and the applicable technical, legal frameworks. At the household levels, most of the consumed material end up as either solid or liquid waste, and factors may influence volume and composition of the generated waste stream. The design of the sewage system is an additional factor which remarkably affects the composition of wastewater. Ideally, every urban area should have separate stormwater, sewage water system to carry flood water, grey water and black water to the treatment plants. However, in most of the developing nations, including India, old urban areas do not have such systems, and different types of wastewater and floodwater are mixed at the source and carried by the combined sewage system. This table offers a glimpse into the constituents in wastewater, byproducts and associated risk to the environment if left untreated. The concentration of various contaminants in wastewater affects pollution load and the amount of water in which pollutants are carried. Hence, the composition of sewage water varies considerably within the city and also across various cities. Similarly, considerable variabilities in the composition is possible within a day across the season and over the years. The level of water consumption at the household level also influences the composition of wastewater. In generally, diluted composition suggests high water consumption in the communities. This table provides the composition of a typical municipal wastewater. The concentrated wastewater represents societies with low water consumption. Diluted wastewater reflects the high water consumption by the residents. Besides, during the rainy season, the mixing of stormwater will further dilute the wastewater. Participants, similar to municipal water supply, creating and maintaining a sewage network is a tough task. In large towns worldwide, sewage networks are planned to transport wastewater. It may be sanitary sewage system transporting the sewage alone, or a combined sewage which combines sewage with the stormwater runoff in the same underground pipe. This network is created using pipes of various diameter, sometimes over very long distances, depending on the effluent flow. It allows household wastewater and rainwater to be transported by gravity or, if necessary, through pumps. Solid material tend to settle. Sewage systems have to provide transport, prevent blockage of the pipes like water supply networks. The construction of sewage used to collect and dispose of all wastewater requires high initial investment and maintenance and operation cost for running the treatment plants. Detailed of treatment methods in sewage treatment plants and recycling of treated wastewater will be discussed in another lecture.